Hello and welcome to another course on data science with Python. Now in this video we will be covering the box and whisker plot. So we will be seeing what is a box and whisker plot, various parts of a box plot, then drawing box plot manually and as well as using Python. And finally we will see using box plots to compare distributions. Now what is box plot? A box and whisker plot is a way of summarizing a set of data measured on an interval scale. It is often used in explanatory data analysis. Now, this type of graph is used to show the shape of the distribution, its central value, and its variability. It shows the skewness, which is nothing but the shape of the distribution, its central value, that is median, and its variability, that is the spread. Now the box can be drawn horizontally as well as vertically, but drawing it vertically is a common practice observed in the research documents. So both the ways are correct. So if you are drawing it horizontally, the scale or interval scale will be here, and if you are drawing it vertically, you can have the interval scale over here or on the right side. So this is the box parts of the box and whisker plot. So first of all, the first part is the box. That is, suppose I am naming the box as say ABCD. So this ABCD represents the box, and these red lines are the whiskers of the box plot. Now you can see that there is a minimum value over here of the box of the whisker and the maximum value of the whisker. So how to calculate this minimum as well as maximum values of the whiskers? So the formula for calculating the minimum value is Q1 minus 1.5 times IQR. The IQR is nothing but interquartile range, which is the length of the box, that is B to C. Similarly, the maximum value of the whiskers can be calculated by Q3, that is the quartile 3 plus 1.5 times IQR. This will give you the maximum value of the whiskers. Now any value in the data set which is above this maximum value or minimum value, those will be called as outliers. Now this is the quartile 1, then there is a median of the data set, and this is the quartile 3 of the data set. You can see that 20th percentile, 50th percentile stand is the median of the data set, and 75th percentile, which is a quartile 3 of the data set. Now if the median is in the center of the box, so that distribution is called as normal distribution. Now let us take the example of how to draw box plot manually. So for that I have a sample of 10 boxes having following weights in grams. So at 25, 28, 29, 29, 30 up to 38. So we have these 10 samples. So our objective is to make a box plot of the data. So first step is order the data from smallest to largest value. So our data is already in order, so there is no need to order the data. Second step is to find the median. So we have already seen it is the middle value of the data set. So the median is the average of 30 plus 34 by 2, which is 32. The next step is to calculate the quartile 1, quartile 3 and interquartile range. So the quartile 1 value will be 29 and quartile 3 will be 35, which is the middle value of this set and this set. IQR can be calculated like Q3 minus Q1. So 35 minus 29. So the quartile interquartile range is 0.6. That is Q3 minus Q1. Now from this we can draw this much portion of the box plot, right? So your quartile 1 is 29, so this value becomes 29, right? Then your quartile 3 is 35, this value becomes 35. Then IQR is 6, means this is 6, and your median is 32. So 29, then 30, then 31 and 32. So this represents the median, which is 32. Now let us find out the minimum value and maximum value of the dataset. So step 4 is finding the minimum and maximum limits, so which is given by the formula Q1 minus 1.5 times IQR, and maximum limit is Q3 plus 1.5 times IQR. The value of Q1 minus 1.5 times IQR is 20. Now since all the values in the data set are greater than 20, we will set the minimum value, that is 25, right? Which is the lowest value in the data set. Now maximum limit is equals to Q3 plus 1.5 times IQR, which comes out to be 44. And since all the values in the data set are less than 44, we will set the maximum value in the data set, which is 38, to the maximum limit. So you can see that the value, maximum value is 38 and minimum value is set to be 25. And the median is 32. IQR interquartile range is from 29 to 35, that is 6. Quartile 1 is 29. Quartile 3 is 35. So in this way we can plot the box plot manually, and this is the interval scale. Now how to draw this box plot with Python? So for that you have to import matplotlib.pyplot.splt. So I have taken same the data in this case. Now plt.boxplot of data. You can see that it has drawn the box plot showing this value as 38 and this value as 25, minimum value and maximum value. You can see the median is at 32, right? So Python also gives you the box plot in vertical direction. So we have seen the interquartile range is 6, that is from 29 to the 35, right? So in this way we can plot this box plot with Python. So let us take one more example. Again, if you have these values, right, your question is, or objective is, to make a box plot of this data. So step 1, arrange the data in order. Step 2, find the median, which is 32. Step 3, find the quartiles. So this is quartile 1, quartile 2. So Qn is average of these two, 28 plus 29 by 2. So your quartile 1 is 28.5. quartile 3 is average of these two, that is 36, and interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1, which comes out to be 7.5. Now, next step is to find out the minimum and maximum limits. So as per the formula, minimum limits, you have 17.5 as your minimum limit and maximum limit as 47.25. Now this is the interval scale drawn over here at the bottom. Interval scale. Okay. Now you have to draw a vertical line at quartile 1, that is 28.5. So this is that vertical line. So first of all, you have to create a box, then mark the median, and then mark the minimum and maximum value, and then you have to identify the outliers. So first of all, I have drawn the vertical line at quartile 1, then the interquartile range is this up to quartile 3. Then this box will be prepared. Then you have to mark the median, which is at 32. So the box is prepared. Now we have to draw the whiskers. So that you have identified the maximum value as well as minimum value. So maximum value we have marked at 47.25, right? So this is the maximum value at 47.25 and minimum value at 17.25, right? So any value above this maximum value will be called as outlier, or any value lesser than this minimum value will also be called as outlier. So if you observe the data set that you have a last value, that is largest value at 48, so this value will become outlier. Similarly, you have a minimum value that is 17. So again it is lesser than 17.25 and hence this 17 will be called as outlier, right? So this is indicated with the help of this, that is 17 is outlier and 49 is the outlier. Okay, not 48, this is 49. So we have two outliers, one is 17 and other is 49, and we have indicated the quartile 1 value, that is 28.5, quartile 3 value, that is 36. Now whenever you are drawing the box plot, if your maximum value, that is in this case we have written here 47.25, but whenever you observe the dataset, your maximum value calculated by the formula is 47.25 and minimum value calculated by the formula is 17.25, right? Now since we have declared this 17 as an outlier, so we have to shift, and there is no value between this minimum value and this 17. So what we will do, we will shift this minimum value from 17.25 to next value in the dataset, right? So because there is no value between 17 and 25, we will shift this minimum value to 25, and hence you can observe that minimum value is 25 in this case. Similarly, the maximum value given by the formula is 47.25, right? But there is no value between this 47.25 up till 38, right? And hence we will shift this maximum from 47.25 to 38. Now imagine a case if you are having a value of say 18 in the data set, right? That is 18, 25, 28. So in that case, your minimum will be shifted to 18 and not 25, right? Similarly, in this case, suppose you are having a value of say 47 or say 46. Suppose here you are having the value of 46, right? So your maximum value will get shifted to 46, okay, and not 38. So always remember that after neglecting the outliers, next higher or lower value in the dataset, you have to take it as minimum or maximum value. So we have drawn this blocks plot indicating the maximum value at 38, minimum value at 25, and median at 32. Let us also see how to draw Python, a box plot using Python. So again the same example. In this example, I have also calculated median, quartile 1, quartile 3, interquartile range, right, with the help of formula minimum and maximum, right? And then I have printed median, quartile 1, quartile 3, IQR, minimum and maximum value. So you can see that the Python also neglects the values above this maximum, which is 49. So these outliers are shown by a hollow circle, right? So again you can see there is one outlier of 17 and this outlier of 49, and you can see that even if the minimum value is 17.25 and maximum value is 47.25, this maximum value is shifted to the next value, which is 38, and similarly your least value is shifted to 25, right? This is the next possible value in the data set, so it is shifted to 25, and the median is shown, that is 32, right? So now this box plot for different forms of distribution. Now if you observe that in the first case, that is a symmetric distribution case, you have this median at the center of the box, right, which is a symmetrical distribution, a perfectly normal distribution in which the length of left whisker and right whisker are same, right? Now in the second case, that is skewed right case, you can see that this length is lesser than the right part of the box. So this indicates the distribution is skewed right type. In the third case, that is skewed left type distribution, you can see that the left portion of the box is larger than the right portion of the box, which indicates that it is a skewed left distribution. So this addresses the skewness or shape of the distribution as well, depending on the position of the median. Now this length of whiskers will address the variability either towards right side or left side. So you can get the value of range from there. Now let us take few examples of comparing data sets on the same measurement using box plot. That is, suppose you are measuring the mathematics score for a population who have given the exam in the afternoon and for the population who have given exam in the fresh morning. Right? So as a data scientist, what conclusion you will draw from this case? So first of all, you have to note down various parameters. So suppose I am saying this afternoon here and fresh morning over here, right? So first of all, you have to observe the median. What is the median in the afternoon case? You can see that this is the median. So median in the afternoon case is 75. Similarly, in the fresh morning case, the median score obtained by the students is 87.5. Right? So this median itself indicates that the scores obtained in the fresh morning sessions are greater than the scores obtained in the afternoon sessions. right? So next possible observation is you have to identify the IQR, that is interquartile range. You can see that IQR for the afternoon session is from 70 to 85, that is 15, right? And for the fresh morning session is from 82.5 to this may be your 94 or something, which comes out to be 11.5 something. Okay, it is 94 minus 82.5, which comes out to be 11.5. So means that if the IQR is more, so your this length of the box will be more basically. So that indicates the data is spread over the values, spread over 6 values, right? And the second case, you can observe that it is spread over less area. And if you observe the skewness of the both distributions or box plots, you can see that both the distributions are right skewed, right? So in this way, we can conclude that the fresh morning tests gives you more score in mathematics examination. Now in the second example of comparing track length using box plots. So box plots below represents the data collected on the length of recorded tracks from the top 100 original tracks and the top 100 remix music tracks, right? So data is collected regarding the track lengths in minutes. So the question is, on average, which genre of music has longer tracks? And second question is, compare the significance of track length 4.4 minutes for the two music genres. So let us answer the first question, that is, on average, which genre of music has longer tracks? This can be answered with the help of the median. So median of the original tracks is 4, right? And the median of the remix tracks is 4.8. Since remix tracks are played for longer duration, so you can say that you can conclude that the remix track are liked more by the people, and hence remix tracks are played for longer duration. Answer to the second question is, compare the significance of the track length at time 4.40 minutes for the two music genres. So let us find out this. You have to identify at this level. So what are the observations? So at track length of 4.4 minutes, there is a Q3 of original tracks. This is quartile 3 of original track and it is quartile 1 of remix track. So since it is quartile 3, you can say that 75% of the original tracks are less than 4.4 minutes and only 25% of the tracks are longer than 4.40 minutes. Okay. Similarly, for remix tracks, 4.40 minutes represents the quartile 1, and this means that 25% of the remix tracks are shorter than 4.40 minutes long and 75% of the tracks are longer than 4.40 minutes, right? So I hope you have understood the box plot, its significance, how to draw box plot with manually and as well as with the help of Python. And I also thank you for liking the videos, right? Thank you for watching the videos and comment below to request video lectures on any specific topic of statistics. Thank you. Have a nice day and happy learning.